Yeah, we drive into and out of Los Angeles airport every time we go abroad. Not even abroad, just anytime we travel anywhere. On account of we live like 15 minutes away from it. So that's convenient that we live so close. But man, it sucks.
It's a terrible airport.
Terrible airport.
It's a terrible airport. It's
really very little positive to say about it.
Yeah.
Especially there's this possibility for you to end up at the crappy extra terminal. Does that ever happen to you?
Yes.
So
the 52 letters. Yeah.
So there's an extra terminal that's like in the middle of the airport, like literally. So you have to get on a bus from the airport proper, and then it'll drive you like 5 or 10 minutes into just the actual middle of the airport. Next, all the planes are driving by you and stuff, and then there's like this extra warehouse that that's the worst.
That was one of the causes of my only time I've ever missed a flight, because I did not know that there was going to be that extra travel needed. And
horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
But I mean, like one of the things that a lot of people aren't aware is that a lot of airports are built like a star, right? There's the center, here's all the cool eating areas, here's all the cool stuff, here's the gates like this, all this stuff like that. LAX is a damn U-shape.
Yeah.
It's a U-shape, so here's all these spokes off of here. So each one of these gate areas has to have its own set of restaurants, its own set of all this other stuff, and it's really inefficiently silly.
And I actually don't know, I've always wondered this, if you take an international flight, and you then need to switch to like say you come in on like Lufthansa, and then you need to switch to like United. How do you do that?
There's underground tunnels that go across through all of them, but you have to walk a freaking long distance. There was one time I had to basically walk across the entire airport just to go from one flight to another, and it was really stupid.
Not a great place. Not a great place. LA has a lot of stuff going for it. That is one of them. Not one of them.
I mean, obviously, a lot of the problems come from the fact that it's like one of the first airports ever built.
Yeah, it's a very old airport, so it's, Anyway. All right, let's talk about this guy. Next one here. Summit of Power for Dragon Ball FighterZ. The nominations are open.
So they had already announced the 8 players that were going to be in there automatically through invite. But there was also a process by which you can nominate yourself, get yourself as a person to nominate it to be added in there. And so the full list of nominees.
Here, this is the most updated version.
Oh, you have a most updated version?
Yeah, it's on Smash GG.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and read it from there then.
It looks like it's basically the same, but points are a little bit different.
Okay.
So right now, the first place is DBZF. He is he's way ahead. He's 800 votes ahead of anybody else. He has 3,252 votes. Second place is Yohosi.
Oh, good stuff. Okay.
2,495. Then Kane Blue River with 1,457. Then you got Lord Knight, 1,327. Timo, 1,260. Beyond Toxin with 1,190. Super Noon, well, I don't need to keep saying the numbers. Super Noon, then Moke, then Chavo. I don't think I know who Chavo is. Is it a pug? Is it a joke? I'll read that later. Then you got Kizuge. Then you got Doza. Then you got Rogue Yoshi, Ninja Elephant, Fame 96, Cloud 805, way down there, 500 votes. Breaker Dave, Toki, Ebonic Plague, who I thought was supposed to be commentating, but I guess not. He's not. That's right. They announced it actually. Lost Soul is after that. SQ, Lowry, Zero Q, Coup d'etat. God, that name is so cool. Then Necro Undyne, etc.
Honestly, I think the biggest crime right now is that Super Noon is so far down. Like, I really think he should be at least in contention for top 3.
So 5 get voted in, right?
Oh, okay.
Isn't that what it is?
I'm not sure. Let me see.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay. But yeah, he's still out of the running right now.
Yeah, so if that's true, then DBZF, Yohosi, Kane Blue River, Lord Knight, and Timo would get selected. Yeah, I mean, Super Noon, I feel like he should be in there. I feel like Moke should probably be in there.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think DBZF should be in there. Other than that, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's basically up for grabs. I don't really know. I mean, I've seen Kane Blue River play the game, not as often as some of the other folks. So I don't know.
Yep. Okay. Well,
it's cool that Teemo's so high. He's a super good player. Beyond Toxin, that's nice. The NRS scene is really playing this game, so it would be nice to have like an NRS scene representative.
Okay.
I don't consider Sonic Fox an NRS scene guy because he's everything. He's like every single game. But yeah, it's a popularity contest, of course. It's not it's not necessarily about how strong somebody is at the game, although of course that informs people's opinions on who should be popular. But that's not the only thing. It's also, you know, are they funny? Are they engaging? Do they have Twitter?
Do they have a good scene behind them?
Yeah, good scene behind them. Do they post, you know, gifs of tech that you've seen and that's influenced your vote? Like, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that goes into it on top of just who would beat who in a tournament. So
yeah, okay.
What do you think about that? How, you know, it's essentially a popularity contest.
I'm not a fan of that, to be honest with you, but I'm not sure how else you can do it really without creating a circuit, you know what I mean? And they probably didn't have the ability to do a circuit. And plus another thing too is that, you know, with it being a popularity contest with something like Summit of Power, that benefits them. That benefits them to have the most popular players make it in, because then that means...
it benefits Summit of Power?
Yeah, it benefits the Summit of Power, because then that means those people who voted them in will watch it.
Right.
And so the more people who vote means that that person has a larger following, which means more people will be interested in watching that. So, you know, I understand why they do it. Not a fan of it.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's just one of those situations. I don't like that it's a popularity contest. How would you do it?
Right, yeah, it's tough.
You know, and then there's really no answer to that, right? So there's really no good answer to that because we just don't have an infrastructure which allows us to do a circuit kind of thing right now.
Right, yeah, the game came out only a few months ago. It's not like you have multiple years to decide, like, in a more sort of concrete way who is strong. So I get it. So it is 20 will advance to the next round of voting. At that point,
I see.
5 will emerge. So we're picking the 20. Then from the 20, we'll pick 5.
Okay. There you go.
Summit of Power is a big tournament that'll be coming up in June, I believe. Yeah, June 8th to 10th.
They've done a bunch of different games before in the past. Like they've done Smash events and stuff like that. And so now that they're coming into Dragon Ball, it's actually a pretty big deal. So very exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I don't really know what better system there would be at this stage in the game to pick.
Because again, you know, there's always a difference between being mad at how it's being done and having an alternate solution.
Right.
Most of the time people are just mad about how it's being done. I don't like it, but I can't argue it because I don't have a better idea of how to do it. And as a result, I can't really say anything about it. And that's the problem. A lot of people, when they're mad about all sorts of things, they never think about the extent of it, you know, a better way to do it. So there you go.
I guess so of these players, which 5 would you pick?
Of the
Jimmy?
Who would I pick?
Yeah.
The Kill Sage and Superknown would be probably number 1 and 2. I would probably put them in there for sure. Moke, just because I'd like to get more Japanese representation. There's already 3 Japanese players in there. I think it's Kazunoko Dogura and Goichi. But, you know, they've been playing really well. I think it's good to get more in there. Those would be the first 3. I know guys like obviously I'd be biased towards Toki and Breaker Dave because they not only are they SoCal, but they also play interesting characters. I would also be biased towards Kizzy K because Kizzy K is my boy and he's super good at everything. But really, it would be those 3 would probably be the ones that I'd really want to get in there.
To Kill Sage, Superknown, Moke?
Yeah, and then from there, you know, I am glad that Yohosi's making it in there because I would like to see some NorCal representation because I know NorCal has a big scene as well. So, but honestly, 4 and 5 would probably be up for grabs for me. I'd have to really sit down and think about that.
I'm with you on the first 3. I think that I would put Cloud 805 and Yohosi after that.
Okay, I like that. So not even the NRS player Beyond Toxin, huh? Okay. There you go. I'm actually really sad that you have to pay for votes in round 2. Is that actually true? Interesting. I'm sad that Tatsu's not in it, but he didn't put himself in it. He did not want to be.
Is that so?
Yeah, he said he didn't want to do it. So there you go.
Dang.
Yeah. So
Bummer.
he opted out, I bet. So. Okay. I don't know. That's what Curly W just said. I don't know if that's actually true that you have to pay for
Yeah,
that
I was just
too.
reading about the thing, and he probably knows what he's talking about.
Okay.
He typically
he always does. He usually does. So. Okay. So that's what I have for Dragon of Summit of Power. Dragon of Summit of Power. What the hell am I talking about right now?
Yeah, White Black's in there, so there's at least one European who has a chance, maybe.
Dragon of Summit of Power. What the hell? The hell am I talking about?
I don't
Okay,
know,
anyways.
Here we go.
Let's move on. Texas Showdown coming up this weekend. Third time traveling in 4 weeks, basically, for us.
Is it?
Yeah. It's Kuwait, nothing. Dominican, now Texas Showdown. So.
You know, I really intended to travel less this year.
Doing a great job of that so far.
I really did.
You're doing a great job of that so far.
Up until this point, it's been once per month.
Mm-hmm. But it kicks up at this time every year, right? Because then we got Combo Breaker, we got CEO.
What about in June?
In June?
At the very end of June is CEO.
Right.
Last weekend, but I don't think there's much, at least that Summit of Power is happening, as we just established.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we forgot to mention who the commentators were. That's right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They announced that.
They announced the commentators for that. Where they have it listed down here. So they actually have Yipes and Chris Schmidt, which is awesome.
They have Chris Schmidt?
Chris Matrix, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yipes and Chris Matrix.
Okay.
My bad.
That would have been cool, actually, but all right.
Yeah. Ringe Sajam from Wednesday Night Fights, they have been doing like all the Dragon Ball commentary at Wednesday Night Fights. And then Z, L.I. Joe, and Hell Pockets.
Yeah.
Hell Pockets has been doing a lot of commentary for that. L.I. Joe, of course, is L.I. Joe, right? And Z, I'm not even sure how much Dragon Ball he plays or watches, to be honest. But, he will definitely be entertaining. I'll say that much. So
he has experience in that role.
Yep.
To be nice about it. Anyway, I think that's all cool. I mean, some of those guys are super great at it. Well, they're all good commentators, but how much do some of them know? I don't know exactly.
I'm actually really surprised that Tasty Steve was not a part of this.
That is surprising. I'm honest. I mean, I agree.
Yeah. It is kind of a shame that there's no like pure anime commentators, except maybe Hell Pockets. I don't know if he counts as one.
Well, he's been doing the Dragon Ball since before the game came out.
I mean, he's also done Guilty Gear and stuff, but like there's not like...
Yeah, he did Gear. Ringe has done Gear, and Marvel, which is the same vein.
Right.
So, I don't know.
Okay.
Are there pure anime commentators? Does that exist?
I think so. I think there's a few.
I don't watch the genre enough.
Oh, Tasty was too busy to attend.
Okay.
There you go. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, well, Texas Showdown coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
Ranking event. Last year, again, was another one of those. Texas Showdown really kind of stepped it up. It was in a really cool area.
Yeah, that's right.
It was really nice, great venue, et cetera, et cetera. I know Javi and Chris are doing a lot of work to try to build up Texas Showdown back to its former glory.
Right.
Trying to push itself to be a premier event as well. Texas Showdown, of course, we go through this every year when we talk about it. Texas Showdown used to be one of the 4 premiers in the United States before anything there was, before there was anything.
Not called premier, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
It was just basically there was 4 majors that you went to, right? There was EVO on the West Coast. There was Midwest Championships, MWC in the North. There was ECC, East Coast Championships in New York. And then there was Texas Showdown in the South.
Right.
So we covered kind of like all 4, like a nice little diamond in that. So we covered all the different areas that way. Although it's more like that to be because of New York.
I get it.
But still.
Yeah.
But though Texas Showdown was one of the big ones. It was one of the major ones. And, to be fair, in the Midwest Championships existed. Keats kind of took it over. Then they wanted it back. So he turned it into, UFGT, which kind of became Combo Breaker. So Midwest still has that. Right? They still have Combo Breaker as a great representation for that area. Texas is missing that, really. It still doesn't have that built back up. Texas Showdown.
It's happening.
Closest thing right there. And really, those guys are doing a great job. And in fact, you know, the pool of commentators they have for that thing is really impressive as well.
It is.
A lot of really
Is that public? Have they announced that?
I don't know yet, but whatever.
Expect good stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of good commentators there, and that's really kind of exciting. We'll be there. I don't care. We'll be there. We'll be there.
Oh, that's fine. We
already talked about. We already talked about we're traveling there. Right?
Yeah, we'll definitely be there. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do commentary. I'm kind of excited. I'm going to be doing my first Tekken commentary at a major like this. So,
sick.
You know, everybody watching, you know, like, bear with me. You know, obviously I don't know the technical details as much, but I'm really excited about that because I really want to do some Tekken commentary.
Good stuff, man. So, yeah, I'm really excited for the event. It's as you said, it's been definitely improving, and I'm sure this year will be no exception.
Yep, a lot of people are going to be there, so.
A lot of folks will be there, not just commentators, but also many top players, of course.
K-Brad was on our flight back here to SoCal. You know, we asked him, are we going to see you in Texas? He's like, yep, so he'll be there for sure. But
man.
A lot of guys are going to be there, so. Actually, to be honest with you, there's actually a couple of surprises for the commentary, which I'm actually really happy about.
Yeah, so, for sure.
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, even like, for example, in the Dominican Republic, when they did Street Fighter Top 8, their local commentators commentated the first 2 matches before we jumped on there. You know, one, to give us a little bit of a break because we needed food, but then also at the same time, both of us are happy to let them have their local commentators get some shine in the Top 8. And not only that, but also let's get some commentary in their native language, which is also really cool. So, you know, it's an interesting situation with commentary right now. There is the staples, and then the people who are trying to build up, they're really having a hard time getting into that, you know, into this field right now because there are so many established commentators. Yeah. And it's interesting because for me, you know, like obviously it's my job. I want all the gigs that I can get, but at the same time, it's like I want these guys to grow. I want these guys to get stronger. So there's like this weird kind of like, you know, grow the scene, you know, eat food kind of thing, you know. So it's
you can do both.
Yeah, I can do both. So,
yeah. There you go. Yeah. It's not just going to be the same old folks. So. Although many of the same old folks will be there. Don't get me wrong. The area, it's in the same hotel, I believe.
I believe so. Yeah.
Nice area there in Houston. It's very fancy, actually. Like real, like fancy upscale location.
Nice area.
Like
I think that was also
it was one of the fanciest hotels I've ever been in for an American street fighter or fighting game event.
That was also the place that all the streets had the little black mage fire hydrants, right?
Oh, I don't remember.
I think that's where it was. Yeah, okay. I think it was, or maybe it was one of the other ones. So
I don't know.
Anyways. But yeah, I'm excited for that. That's going to be coming up this weekend. Should be a lot of fun. So
check it out.
Okay.
Check it out.